This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And
the first round of play today has a lot of clues, a lot of categories. Player 1, make a selection. This country's Grand Canal ends at the port of Hangzhou. It's Player 1. That's it. Player 1, Paulistas live in a large city in this large South American country. Yes, Player 1? That's it. Player 1, you pick again, please. On the Mohs scale, this mineral can be scratched by every other mineral. Let's hear it, Player 1. Yes. Player 1, you pick a scoria, a dark glassy rock created from this, is heavier than pumice and has bigger holes. It's Player 1. No. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? We're talking about lava. Player 1, choose again. Galena is the principal ore of this metallic element, symbol Pb. Player 1? No. Anyone else? It's Player 3. Correct. Player 3, start us. For its state mineral, Colorado chose rhodochrosite, which is a deep shade of this primary color. Let's hear it, Player 1. That's incorrect. Anyone else? Here's the correct response. Red. You get to pick again, Player 3. If you say, I'm eating a hot dog with this, you could mean a chopped pickle topping or just plain enjoyment. Let's hear it, Player 1. Yes! Player 1, you start. This blackboard rock is formed when shale is subjected to immense heat and pressure. Okay, Player 1. Hey, you're right. We return to you, Player 1. This name for a work of art that you may carve in art class comes from the Latin for to carve. Okay, Player 1. Yeah! Good. Player 1, the most populous. Yes, Player 1. That is correct. You again, Player 1. It's 90% Catholic. Let's hear it, Player 1. Right. You get to pick again, the largest in area. Player 1. Good. Yeah! Please pick again, Player 1. In a 2007 episode of this series, a terrorist detonated a low-yield suitcase nuke in Valencia, California. It's Player 1.
Oh,
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's what we wanted. 24. Player 1, choose again. This title queen uses an asp, a poor venomous fool, to kill herself. Let's hear it, Player 1. Sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response. Cleopatra. Player 1, pick again. Melbourne is in the Australian state named for this woman, a friend of Viscount Melbourne. Let's hear it, Player 1. Yes. Player 1. All right, here with the clue is Jimmy.
Victor Hugo described the tide rising as swiftly as a galloping horse here at Mont Saint Michel in this country.
It's Player 1. That's it. You get to pick again, Player 1. It's Africa's highest mount that shares its name with a country. Player 1? Nope.
Oh!
Any other takers? Here's the response we were looking for. Mount Kenya. You again, Player 1. Characters in this play include the charming Rosalind and the sardonic Jaques. Yes, Player 1? No. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Let's hear it, Player 3. That's correct. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3, you make the next selection as we... This moneylender asks, hates any man the thing he would not kill? Let's hear it, Player 1. Nope. Anyone else? Let's hear it, Player 2. Correct. Player 2, you're in command of the board as we continue, right? Chat about this in your chat room. Chat is merely a shortened form of this 7-letter word. It's Player 1.
Yeah!
Player 1, you start. Women in this king's play include Catherine, wife to the king, later divorced, and Anne, maid of honor, later queen. It's Player 1. Yeah! Right you are. You again, Player 1. He uses the word assassination for what he plans to do to Duncan. Player 1? Correct. We return to you, Player 1. It has 2 official languages. Okay, Player 1. Right you are. You get to pick again, Player 1. Ruled by an emperor from 1864 to 1867. Let's hear it, Player 1. That is correct. Player 1, pick again. Again. From the Latin for almost last, it means, next to last. It's player 1.
Oh,
That's not right. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Player 3? Right you are.
Yeah! Woo!
Player 3, you're in command of the board as we continue, right? The name of these small towers, often seen on castles, comes from the Old French for small towers. Yes, player 1? Ooh, sorry. That's incorrect. Anyone else? Here's what we wanted. Turrets. You again, player 3. Here's Kelly.
In an episode of this classic 60s series, bookworm Henry Bemis survives a nuclear war and finds a library, but then breaks his glasses.
Player 1? Good. Player 1, you start. This series, Peter Petrelli had visions that he would cause a nuclear holocaust in New York City. Let's hear it, player 1. Good for you. We return to you, player 1. In a 1977 episode of this sitcom, Detective Diedrich notes that a student's physics project is a functional nuke. Okay, player 1.
Yeah.
You are correct. And here's the $1,000 clue. It's the Daily Double. And you have the lead. Player 1, please select your wager. Answer this. The nuclear blast that caused chaos in Jericho, Kansas was detonated in this state capital to the west. Congratulations, you're still in first, player 1. Player 2 is in third place, which means, of course, player 2 will select first in Double Jeopardy. Let's see. Player 2, make a selection, please, as we continue. Of praise, increase, or mock. What you do to something, you augment. Let's hear it, player 1. Right you are. Player 1, you start us off. This Johnny Depp character tells his psychiatrist, "You are a great lover like myself." It's player 1. Sorry, that's wrong. Any other takers? Yes, player 2.
Oh.
Any other takers? Let's hear it, player 3. Good. Player 3, you're in command of the board as we continue, right? The earliest ballads of this outlaw say that his activities took place in South Yorkshire, not Nottinghamshire. Let's hear it, player 1. Good. Player 1, make a selection, please. In Quills, this author muses, "My glorious prose filtered through the minds of the insane. They might improve it." It's player 1. No.
Oh!
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? We're talking about Marquis de Sade. As John Nash in this movie, Russell Crowe does quite a bit of talking to people who don't exist. Player 1? That's not it. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? We're talking about A Beautiful Mind. Please pick. Kathleen Quinlan finds comfort talking to shrink Bibi Anderson in I Never Promised You a This. Player 1? Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? The correct response is Rose Garden. You again, player 1. This character has gone psycho long before he says, "She might have fooled me, but she didn't fool my mother." It's player 1. Yep. Please pick again, player 1. Admitted as the 22nd state in 1819, it seceded in 1861 and was readmitted in 1868. Let's hear it, player 1. Right. Player 1. In November of 1903, troops from the USS Nashville were used to stop Colombians from reaching this now capital city. It's player 1. Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's what we were looking for. Panama City. Player 1, back. Let's go over to Kelly.
The ancient Pueblo peoples who built cliff dwellings such as these are also known as the Anasazi, a word meaning enemy in the language of this largest of U.S. tribes.
Yes, player 1? That's correct. We return to you. Franklin Pierce's hope for glory in this war ended when he was thrown from his horse and injured. Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. You again, player 1. At Jefferson Davis's suggestion, in 1855, Congress bought some of these animals from Egypt for the Southwest. Player 1. Good. Player 1, choose again. Answer. The first of the 2 daily doubles. You are in the lead right now. So, what's your wager? The clue. In 1796, He inoculated 8-year-old James Phipps with material from a cowpox pustule from Sarah Nelms. Congratulations, you're still in first, Player 1. Player 1, back to you for our next Haaretz Ma'ariv. Okay, Player 1. Good. Player 1, back to you. Avanti, Il Messaggero. Okay, Player 1. Good. Player 1. This German bacteriologist developed a test for syphilis and an inoculation for tetanus. Yes, Player 1. That's not it. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's what we wanted. August von Wassermann. Player 1. In 1659, Italian anatomist Marcello Malpighi discovered that the lungs were made up of these tiny air sacs. Player 1? Sorry. Any other takers? Here's the response we were looking for. Alveoli. Please pick again, Player 1. In 1889, Susan LaFlèche Picotte, a member of this Nebraska tribe, became the first Native American female doctor. Player 1? Correct. Player 1. In 1968, a federal court found this author and pediatrician guilty of violating the Selective Service Act. Player 1? Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Player 2. Good for you. Where do we begin, Player 2? The Sydney Morning Herald, the Queensland Independent. Let's hear it, Player 1. Good. Player 1, make the Shizuoka Shimbun, the Nikan Ubejiho. Okay, Player 1. Right. Player 1, pick again. This hero of mythology cleaned the Augean stables by diverting the courses of 2 nearby rivers. It's Player 1. That's correct. Select again. This steel-driving man beat a steam drill in a race to make a railroad tunnel, but died with his hammer in his hand. It's Player 1. Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's what we were looking for. John Henry. We return to... Here's Jimmy with the clue.
According to Norse legend, to learn the secrets of the rune stones, this chief god hung himself from a tree.
Player 1? You got it. We return. In some legends, it's the influence of the full moon that changes a man into one of these, also called a lycanthrope. Let's hear it, Player 1. Ooh, sorry. That's incorrect. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Let's hear it, Player 2. Correct. You're out of the hole. Player 2, you start. The body of songs a chanteuse is prepared to sing or of plays a company is prepared to put on. It's player 1. Oh, sorry. That's incorrect. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, player 3? Correct. Player 3, you start. This word for a type of treaty is from the French for agreement. Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. Player 1, noun for a person who's sorry and is ritually showing his sorrow under the guidance of a confessor. It's player 1. Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else? We're talking about penitent. We return. This adjective for a terrifying experience comes from a toothed farm implement used on plowed ground. Okay, player 1. Yep. And the $2,000 clue?
Yeah!
The other daily double. And you're in the lead now. Player 1, give us a wager. All right, here's your clue. Jyllands-Posten, Politiken. Congratulations, you're still in first, player 1. Oh, sorry, player 2. You'll not be progressing to Final Jeopardy. So much depends on how you do in the Final Jeopardy category, which today is poetry. What are you going to wager? Let's see what it is. Here's the clue. In a poem about this battle, Robert Browning wrote, "To Acropolis, run, Pheidippides, one race more." What did you say? And that correct response will add. And your response? How much do you add to your total with that correct response? Player 1, congratulations to you. So long.
Player 1. And
Player 1, you're in command of the board. This nocturnal bird of prey is un hibou. Let's hear it, player 1. That's correct. Please pick again. Ask your mother. This silly bird is une oie. Yes, player 1? Right. Please. This peaceful bird is une colombe. Okay, player 1? Right. We return. In French, this graceful swimmer is un cygne. It's player 1. No. Any other takers? Here's the correct response. Swan. Player 1. This small game bird is une caille. Yes, player 1?
Oh, no!
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Okay, player 2. Yes. Player 2, make a selection, please, as we continue. Samuel Elliott Morrison won a Pulitzer for Admiral of the Ocean Sea about this man who died in 1506. Let's hear it, player 1. That is correct. All right, let's get back. Mockingbird is a portrait of this Southern writer. Player 1? Good. Player 1. In a bit of table turning, Poison Pen is an unauthorized bio of this woman who wrote a bio of Nancy Reagan. Player 1? That's not it.
Oh!
Any other takers? We're talking about Kitty Kelly. Player 1. As he is the subject of 1918 and 1939 Pulitzer Prize winners, perhaps the books should be read with bifocals. Let's hear it, player 1.
Yeah!
You get to pick again. Queen of Fashion is subtitled, What She Wore to the Revolution. Let's hear it, player 1. Good for you. Player 1, you pick again, please. Mongolia, Malta, Malawi. Let's hear it, player 1. That's correct. We return to you, player 1. Let's take it over to Jimmy.
Locomotives with a 282 wheel configuration are called this type, an old name for the Emperor of Japan.
Yes, player 1? Nope. Sorry. Any other takers? The correct response is Mikado. Player 1. Seize the day, I tell you, but do it with this Latin phrase. Let's hear it, player 1. That's right. Way to go. Player 1. Italian for to the tooth. It's how to order your pasta if you want it a little firm. Okay, player 1. No. Sorry. Any other takers? Here's what we wanted. Al dente. Player 1, in many places of business, no zapatos, no service. Zapatos being Spanish for these. Yes, player 1? No.
Oh!
Any other takers? Here's the response we were looking for. Shoes. Player 1. Before a trip, it's proper to wish someone bon this, whether they're traveling by ship or not. It's player 1. Hey, you're right. Player 1. Pick again. New York Knicks, number 33. Okay, player one. Yes. Player one, Indiana Pacers, number 31. It's player one. You are correct. Player one, Boston Celtics, number 33. Okay, player one. Sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response. Larry Bird. Player one, Philadelphia 76ers, number 6. Player one. Yes. Select again. Los Angeles Lakers, number 32. Okay, player one. Right. You get to pick again, player one. Let's go over to Jimmy.
A 1775 letter from this founding father to the Pennsylvania Journal is thought to have inspired the "Don't Tread on Me" flag.
Yes, player one? No. Sorry. Any other takers? We're talking about Benjamin Franklin. Player one. On July 3rd, 1776, he wrote to his wife Abigail that the colonies are and of right ought to be free and independent states. It's player one. That is correct. Player one. Answer. It's the Daily Double. You are in first place. What'll it be? And the Daily Double clue. In Public Good, this pamphleteer called for Virginia to cede land needed to form a strong central government. That puts you even further ahead. Player one, back to you. 3 years after writing the Declaration of Independence, he succeeded Patrick Henry as Virginia governor. Let's hear it, player one. Yes! We return. In early April of 1775, William Dawes, Samuel Prescott, and this man rode to warn patriots to move military stores from Concord. Let's hear it, player one. You are correct. Select again. Syria, Suriname, Sweden. Let's hear it, player one. Right. We return. Portugal, Papua New Guinea, Pakistan. Okay, player one. Yes! Player one. India, Indonesia, Iran. Let's hear it, player one. That's it. And we'll wrap up the board with this clue. Nepal, Nicaragua, Norway. Player one? Right you are. Player three, you're going first in the Double Jeopardy round when we return. Category, player three, you start. Helium, aluminum. Okay, player one. You got it. A lot of clues, a lot of categories, player one. Make us the black pearl and Island of the Blue Dolphins are two classics by him. Okay, player one.
That's correct.
Oh, hi there, hold on. I have to close my door. I'm back. Just closing my door. I read Island of the Dolphins as a kid. Yeah, I read Island of the Dolphins as a kid. Totally forgot who wrote it, but then it was a lucky guess that I chose Scott Odell. Class kids lit for 400 serve against all children except one grow up. Is it Peter Pan? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna type something up. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know that one. The only book I recognized were Peter Pan and Island of the Dolphins. These are the ones I can remember that were listed. Let's see. Fauntleroy. Still 1200. Is it Three Musketeers? Nope. A Wrinkle in Time. No, there was a movie that was based off the book a few years ago. Let's go the human body for 1600. Oh, look at that. Let's go with the amount I originally meant to do, $2,607. Part of the brain just above the brain stem is about the size of an orange. Is it the cerebrum? Nope. Cerebellum. So the human body for 2,000. That was a foot to roll inward too much when running over an effect called over. Is it overextension? No. Oh man, I'm just getting these wrong. Let's see if I can get any more right. Overpronation. The main artery of the heart is said to resemble a cane. This arch top of the aorta. Yeah, that's like the only thing I remember about the heart. Otoliths are found in the vulnerable of this. Is it ear? That was a lucky guess. I almost went with mouth. Human body for 400. Part of your eye that looks like a black circle is called this. This is the center of the iris. Is it the retina? Oh, well, it must be the other one that I recognized. I totally forgot. Oh, I I can't believe I missed the one that was werewolf earlier. That was an honest mistake. Okay, so it's the pupil. Let's go with this for 1600. We'll stop in. Capital of the Greek region that produced Philip and Alexander. Is it Macedonia? It is. Let's go that for 1600. The playwright gave Driscoll Lang a big role when he directed the film Far North. Maybe he was a fool for love. That's a lucky guess. Okay. Oh, I feel like I know this movie. I haven't seen it, but I feel like I read about it somewhere. Is it? Is either that or from Jeopardy or from this Jeopardy video game? Zuckerberg returned the director. Yeah, no idea. At first I was thinking Paula Abdul, but I don't think she was a director. Or choreographer. I only know, I only saw a commercial for dancing. For some credit card or soft drink or something. Tell us saw that moments before he made us scream over Birds and Psychos. Alfred Hitchcock. Arguably one of the most famous movie directors ever. Costume designer for Woody Allen, who encouraged him to direct. Who directed Batman and Robin? Tim Burton? Nope. I recognize all three names, though. Joel Schumacher. Still 1977. The 91-year-old widow of this British PM. Excuse me for coughing. We lost two Marx Brothers in 1970. So I've actually seen a Marx Brothers film with a former friend. Is it Groucho Marx? Oh, that was a lucky guess because I almost went with Hardball. And a new town to be built near Cairo called the 10th. I don't know this one. Is it Ramadan? I'm a Christian, so I wouldn't know that. I've seen the Statue of Liberty. It's shorter than I had expected, but... still cool. 1997 for... and a treaty on... Yeah, I was saying I'm a Christian, so... I wouldn't know the one about Islam, so... Panama Canal. Let's go, Europe on E90. Istanbul. No, it's Ankara. Istanbul is another big city, so I always get Istanbul and Ankara confused. Let's go... 12,344. Wait. 140, wait. 8. Goes to Brindisi. This famous away ended there. Okay, let me look this up on my phone. When in doubt, just I was go to Wikipedia, not Google. Okay. It's not. So I got Apulia. I'm looking it up right now. It's via Appia. Yeah, I risked too much money to get that wrong. So I tried my best. Let's go through the E90 for 400. We'll start a trip on the eastern seaport. It's Chief Seaport. Is it Porto? No. Okay, that's misconceiving. Not misconceiving. That's deceiving, I think. Am I using the right word? I don't know. It's after 4 in the morning, so since summer classes are going on, I am in the bad habit of waking up or going to bed late. Yeah, I'm in a bad habit of waking up late and going to bed late, so. It's Barcelona. Nope, Barcelona. Let's go to this tin oxygen boron. Shoot, I don't know. Alright, so I'm gonna actually upload this and then go to bed. I'm probably gonna premiere it, so if I do premiere it, let me know what you think in the live chat or comment section. If I don't premiere it, let me know what you think in just the comment section, I guess. Oh shit, I got that one wrong. Oh, she's at -1,000. So, I believe it's player 2 that didn't make it into the final Jeopardy last game. Because she managed to get all the way up to $0 after. Some of you may be wondering, what, $0? That's how much you start at. Well, she was below $0, so she had negative copper and phosphorus. Oh, that was wrong. Let's see what it is. Cup. Oh, well, you win some, you lose some. You get some right, you get some wrong. Alright, so we'll be playing for Jeopardy. National holidays. Let's do, just so we can have, in case we get it wrong, I want to have at least a little bit. Okay, so time to look it up. I want to guess the Netherlands, but I'm not entirely sure. So June 23rd. Grand Dukes, that's Luxembourg. Alright, it's actually going to be Luxembourg, so if I had went with Netherlands, I would have gotten it wrong. So I'm glad I went with Luxembourg. So he'd win if I get this wrong. Sweet. We got over $50,000. So I'm going to head off here, y'all. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe. God bless. Peace out. And I'll see y'all next time. Deuces. And also, let me know what you think in the comment section as well. So, yeah. Bye. Oh, let's see what concept, or I guess, clothing articles we can choose from. Let's choose go all the way to the, let's get the high heels for fun. Let's get that out of the way. So I'm heading out. Bye. Oh yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section as well. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Bye.